Let's check back in with Storm Watch 12 meteorologist Oliver Smith to see what our conditions are like for us outside. He just asked you, pretty mild temperatures right now.
Yeah, it's pretty mild. Temperatures are going to cool off though rather nicely. We'll be pretty close to where we were earlier this morning for tonight, just a little bit warmer in some places. But it's 57 right now in Ashland, not a whole lot of wind, very comfortable overall. Speaking of comfortable, we're going to be looking at, well, if you like sunshine, we're going to be looking at that for tomorrow as well. But there is a big cold front way offshore, and this is going to be aimed right at the Pacific Northwest. So we're going to have the impacts from that coming up. Now, something interesting I want to show you is that we do have a 6-planet lineup. Partially for tonight, we'll have the 6 planets visible, but 2 of them are going to be very difficult to see. The first one, Rise, is at 2:14 in the morning. And then you can see there's subsequent others that will go throughout the nighttime. Now, the real event's actually going to be on Monday, but we're going to have rain on Monday, so it's not going to be really easy to see. So if you're bored and you want to see something cool tonight, you could take a look at the planets overall. Forecast for tonight is going to be upper 30s, low 40s, clear sky east of the Cascades and west of the Cascades, so it's going to be a great night to see those planets. 47's forecast though for Medford, 55 still pretty warm for Brookings. You're also going to be warm for tomorrow, but you're going to have that wind eventually switch towards the west-northwest, so once you get to 77, you'll start to cool off pretty quickly. Be about 90 degrees in Medford, upper 80s for the rest of the area up and down I-5, and mid to high 70s east of the Cascades. Klamath Falls possibly can make it to 80 degrees for tomorrow. So we're going to be looking at increasing high clouds throughout the day tomorrow, but just very high cirrus clouds, so it won't really block out the sun. But over the next couple of days, we're just going to see gradual more and more in terms of cloud cover. And then on Sunday, there's a pretty impressive system that we were just looking at. That's mainly up to the north. This is 3:30 in the afternoon. It's raining well up to our north, but eventually this will all move into our region, especially once we get towards Sunday night. In fact, how much rain could we be looking at? Well, Sunday night, not a whole lot inland, hardly anything at all, but the rain will really start to ramp up on the Oregon coast. But once we go through the day on Monday, yeah, we could easily be looking at maybe 2 inches of rain along the Oregon coast, and well, obviously less than that once we move inland. I don't think it's going to make quite as much as what this model is showing east of the Cascades, but either way we look at it, it's going to be a beneficial rain event. It's a very strong event, a very strong system for this time of year. Now, the high pressure that's off to our west now builds in tomorrow. That's how we get warmer. But then we'll have a weak system move through on Saturday, which will shave off some of our high temperature readings. So we're going to go from near 90 to closer to 80 degrees, so a bit more comfortable. There's that big system moving into the region once we go through Sunday and into Monday. So this is kind of like a late February kind of a strength in terms of strength system. That moves into our region, gives us a lot of rain. And then there's some conflicting data in terms of what's going to happen towards the latter part of the week. A lot of the models were showing that we were going to get really hot and temperatures getting really up there for Thursday. Another set of data showing this particular scenario with the warmest temperatures well off to our east, and we're going to be on the borderline. So we'll have to keep an eye on this because this could be a completely different pattern change overall. So either way, it's going to be warmer than average for sure. For the Oregon coast, Chetco effect for tomorrow. We start to cool off for Saturday and Sunday. Rain develops once we go through the day on Sunday. So it's going to be a pretty wet day, and then we'll be looking at showers likely on Monday. Eventually, those showers will decrease on Tuesday, and then warmer and drier weather return for the latter part of the week. Northern California will be about 87 for tomorrow, low 80s through Sunday, and then Monday, well, that's the best chance of seeing some rain. And then you can see we're going to be back into the 90s beginning Wednesday and into Thursday. Klamath Basin, 60s and 70s for the next several days. 60s really just on Monday. And that's going to be a pretty nice weekend. And the next week still looks to get pretty hot. Cascades, lows into the 40s, so at least comfortable temperatures overall, but 70s for tomorrow. And then eventually you're going to go from mid 70s on Friday to mid 50s with rain on Monday. And here in the Rogue Valley, if you actually want some rain, we're going to have a pretty wet day on Monday. And then it's going to get pretty warm after that.